These secularists pursue key positions in the education system in order to assert their beliefs, and when indoctrination fails to modify people's thinking, they will use the legal system and the manipulation of judicial power to suppress moral rights. The head of the Nebraska Board of Education said,
"Fundamentalist parents have no right to indoctrinate their children in their beliefs."
And in the Journal of the National Center for Science Education, we find,
"As a matter of fact, creationism should be discriminated against. No advocate of such propaganda should be trusted to teach science classes or administer science programs anywhere or under any circumstances. Moreover, if they are now doing so, they should be dismissed."
Who hasn't noticed that the ACLU champions all kinds of minorities, but attacks Christian values? The ACLU's founder was a strong defender of Soviet communism. Toward the end of his life, Baldwin influenced the ACLU to take an officially anti-communist stance, but the content of their causes continues to be radical secular humanism and antagonism toward Christianity. This should come as no surprise, though, when we find their founder stating that communism is the goal. The result of persistent evolutionary indoctrination in education results in young people abandoning faith. This wouldn't be so tragic if their faith was wrong, but faith in God is the only way to truth. A recent study reveals that only about a third of American young people attend church. Of those, nearly 3/4 stop attending church after college. Faced with overwhelming opposition, it is easy for Christians to be discouraged by the relentless onslaught of atheism disguised as science. What people want is peace of mind. They want to join their faith with the intellectual assurance that what they believe is based on truth. Atheistic interpretations of science are easy to disarm with a little information. People in the church need to be armed with this information.
The Orion Center is part of the solution. There's a spiritual battle taking place in the world, and unfortunately we've allowed the anti-God camp to hijack science and take the credibility that science has and apply it to their philosophies. Our approach at the Orion Center is to try to win back the authority that biblical Christianity deserves. When students come to the Orion Center, they see something pretty unique. We present good science first, and then when there are competing interpretations, we show them both side by side. That would be material evolution and creation design. We're confident in our position that design is compelling and even appealing to people once they have a chance to see a fair comparison. We sometimes think of our adversaries in the world as the enemy, but they're not the enemy, they're the lost, and they're our responsibility. Unfortunately, we've let them down, and we can't continue to let them down. It's our obligation to present a reasoned, imaginative, quality defense of biblical truth. That's the only way people who are lost can be saved, because we live in a society that values knowledge and values truth. In fact, isn't that what the answer really is? This isn't about religion and science, it is about truth and reality. God either exists or he doesn't. His status as creator is either true or it isn't. And Jesus is either the literal Son of God, able to do what he claims, or he's not. Ultimately, we come back to the issue of truth, and truth is what the Orion Center stands for. Won't you call me and find out how you can help in this great work that we're doing? Or visit the Orion Center website, www.orioncenter.org, or call us toll-free at 866-938-ORION. Come join with us and see what kind of a difference we can make for the next generation.